Hello and welcome dear students to explore the world of English language with Bharti Arora. I'm here to make the learning of this magnificent language more interesting and effective. Having a command over this language definitely gives you an edge. It makes you stand a class apart. So, let's learn English my way, breaking the stereotypes and crossing the horizons. Let's learn my way. Let's study about a formal letter. There are 6 elements in a formal letter. First one is address, that is sender's address as well as receiver's address. Second one is date. Third one is salutation. Fourth one is subject. Fifth one is body text. And sixth one is ending part. Now let me explain. First one is address. First you have to write sender's address. The one who is sending, who is writing a letter, that address will be written on top of the sheet, that is on the left side corner, right? After that, and you know one thing, that whenever in exam the letter comes, they provide you sometimes with an address with name as a boy and as a girl also. Then we don't have to include our own real name. We have to hide that information and we have to write with that information which is provided in the question, in that very statement of a letter. Now here, after writing sender's address which is provided there or your own if not provided, you can write fake one also. You have to maintain a line gap. After that you have to write date and then again maintain a line gap and then write receiver's address, to whom you are sending this letter, to whom you are writing this very letter. For example, the principal, then the name of the school, then the area and then the city. Fine. After that, maintain a line gap again and then write salutation. Salutation as dear sir, dear ma'am, or respected sir, respected ma'am, and then write the subject. Subject should not be more than one line, preferably some words only. That should not be lengthy one. Okay, short one. It should be very brief. And it should contain the real subject, the real purpose, why you are writing this very letter to that very office. After that, you have to start with the body text. You have to start with the letter. And there can be many paragraphs. But first one is introduction, in which you will provide some information about the purpose. About the purpose you have stated in the subject, that why you are writing this letter. After that, in the middle paragraph, you have to tell the relevant details regarding that very purpose of writing a letter. And in the third one, that we can say as a conclusion, as a concluding paragraph, you have to mention what kind of thing or what expectations you have from the recipient of this letter, what you really want him to do. And then the formal letter should have a very respectful ending, means you have to end it in a very respectful way, like yours obediently, yours sincerely, yours faithfully, and then you have to mention your name or the name provided in the statement and your class, and all this format is according to CBSE guidelines. Kindly write a letter following this very format. Fine. Here is the worksheet number 33 by DOE of class 10, subject English, date 19 September 2020. Here on the top of the worksheet, you can see the definition of a leader by John C. Maxwell. John Calvin Maxwell, an American author who has written so many books on the qualities of a leader. The definition goes like this: a leader is the person who knows the way, goes the way and shows the way. means the person who is having a very clear vision and who knows about his own self, who does a meaningful action, who is able to communicate with others and share information or ideas, who is able to connect people and make them work together as a team, and most importantly, he is honest towards his own self as well as towards the work, and also not forgetting to value others, right? So this is what we mean by this very definition. After that, you can see that there are 7 competencies are given, and these competencies, these leadership qualities help us in tackling our daily life situations, the difficult situations which we have to handle by doing meaningful actions in our day-to-day lives. So first one is self-awareness, means we should be aware about our own character, about our own feelings, what kind of person after all we are. Second one is meaningful action, means the whole day we are doing some or the other work, but is that work productive? Is that work useful? We should think, we should always do a meaningful work that is useful for us as well as for the society. The third one is vision. We should always have a clear vision. When we know about our feelings, about our own character, whatever we are imagining, that kind of thing, if we have to achieve, then we will start following that path, that right path that will be shown to us by having a clear vision, how to achieve that very aim, how to follow that very dream, right? And then there is fourth one, that is communication, means the person who is a leader should be able to communicate with others, should be able to share information and ideas with others, and in this way, by receiving information or ideas or suggestions from others, we are able to solve our own problems, and by sharing our own information and ideas, we are able to solve others' problems also sometimes, right? So this is the thing. And fifth one is integrity, means being honest towards your own work, towards your own self, and you won't believe that it is really going to give you some amazing inner satisfaction that you are honest towards the work, right? And then the sixth one is connection and collaboration, means a kind of thing that you will do in order to connect people and to make them work together as a team. You must have noticed that in many times in your classrooms, your teacher must have divided you into several groups in order to complete some projects or some assignments or this sort of thing. And then you have given your best outcomes as a team. This is what he wants to say, that as a team we work and we learn so much efficiently. After that, seventh, most important one is to value other. We should always value each other. Giving importance to the other being doesn't mean that we are making ourselves inferior. In fact, we are giving respect to the other. We are going to make this earth really a worthy, living planet. Because there won't be any fights, there won't be any hypocrisies if we will start valuing each other, if we will start understanding each other's feelings and actions, and definitely there won't be any scope of hate also. And then after these 7 competencies or skills, there are 2 questions given in this very worksheet. The first one is that you have to select any one of these 7 competencies and you have to tell which one you would like to develop in yourself. Choose any one of these and write about that, the one you want to see in yourself. That very quality you have to mention. You have to describe a bit about it. And then there is a second question. Write a letter to the principal expressing your concern about the current situation and how you have planned about developing that very skill. Now the skill you have mentioned in the very first question, you have to mention about that very skill. What are your plans about it? How will you develop that very skill in yourself? Now you have to write a letter in a very neat and clear handwriting, and then you have to follow the very format of the letter which I have just told you, and create a really sincere, by a really sincere effort of yours, this very letter. And really, all the best.